All right, buenas noches, familia. I hope everybody's having a wonderful night. Let me introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. My name is Rolando Vera, and I'm currently the treasurer for the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers here at the University of Houston. I'm here today because I love being the treasurer, and I want to continue to contribute to the organization, but hopefully next year as your future VPE. So I chose this position because I fundamentally believe that my experience and my skills have prepared me to network with both companies and recruiters to show them that SHPE is where they want to invest their time in. When I first came to SHPE, it was about a year and a half ago, but I am extremely happy that I was brought in because ever since then, I've developed my professional and my leadership skills. I know I have the tools and the resources to bring to this organization the companies that it needs and also the companies that the people want. When I started at SHPE, I realized that one of the key things that we needed here was professional development. And even last year, I realized that towards the end, some of our professional development events started to die down, right? So one of my goals is to network with companies. And again, my experience with SHPE, I understand it structurally, I understand it financially, and I think that's gonna really give you that advantage to network with companies and explain to them that building their talents here at the university can result in a mutualistic relationship for both us and them. I will do my best to sway the companies in understanding that networking and working with SHPE is not about establishing a business relationship, but one in which the company can work with SHPE to influence the lives of hundreds of SHPE members who have a thirst for growth and development. One of my goals is to make sure that we develop new connections and encourage and strengthen the old connections. And I will do that by encouraging communication and forcing myself to communicate more with the companies. I want to put myself out there and make sure that I'm constantly communicating with companies to make sure that those relationships aren't just for this year, but for years to come. I hope that this is enough to demonstrate that I'm a prepared candidate for the organization, that I will do my best as VPE and give it my all with all my passion. Thank you.
All right, Rolando, the first question for you is gonna be coming from me. So, and I gave you a sneak peek that I would ask you really hard questions, and my intention is to prepare you. So, at the national conventions, I wish that you could have performed a little bit better on setting up a role model for members to look up to. So, what will be your specific actions that you will take as a Vice President External to carry out the professionalism and the reputation that we promise to our sponsors and make us live up to our names as a professional organization?
Of course. As I ascended this position, I know that SHPE should be my #1 priority. And everybody's actions in SHPE must represent our values of familia, resilience, learning. So I will make it my job to better reflect those values. It's important for us to grow as we're in SHPE, and that's the point, right? We develop new skills, we connect with different people, and as we're learning, we're developing these new skills that will allow us to be a little bit better than yesterday, right? And as the Vice President External, I know that there will be certain responsibilities that I have to uphold, and I'm prepared to do that. But more importantly, I know that with everything that's happened last year, it's imperative that we build upon our reputation and uphold that. And I'm prepared to do that because, again, there are certain skills that I know that I'm gonna implement. Again, communication is huge as a Vice President External because you have to maintain a positive relationship with old relationships and new ones. And to do that, I'm hoping that I can kind of personally know everybody, and I think that'll help me build a little bit of a better relationship with them. And I think at the end, that can help me reflect the values and also instill in our members exactly how to act, because again, my actions will determine the chapters, how the chapters view. So it's important that for me as Vice President External, that I start to be the face and be a little more responsible within my duties.
Hey Rolando, how are you doing? I'm going to present to you a situation and then I'll ask a question at the end. So let's say I'm a representative from Boeing. I'm also with a colleague as well. We're in an elevator. You happen to hop on the elevator with us. We're going to be getting off within the next 10 seconds to our floor. You overhear us talking about Boeing, and you're like, wow, Boeing is one of the companies that I want to bring into SHPE-UH. how do you approach us in that elevator? You have about 10 seconds before we actually get off of the elevator.
All right. Hi, my name is Rolando Vera. I'm the Vice President External for SHPE. And quick question, are we like a national convention or something?
It could be anywhere.
It could be anywhere, right? And I'm not sure if you're familiar with what our organization does, but we offer a variety of professional development, leadership development, and a lot of our members actually look up to your company, and we'd be really interested if you guys could come forward and give us a little bit more information. I'm sure our members would love it. And but if you do have time, I would like to take maybe another day, have a quick chat, 10-minute, 20-minute chat, so you guys could get to know SHPE a little more, and we could get to know you a little better.
You have 30 seconds.
I really enjoyed your speech, Rolando. So my question to you. So pretend we are in a coffee chat with professionals, so coffee chats. And you are sitting down, very informal environment. However, you notice that some of our members are acting up and making the professionals feel uncomfortable by things that they say or ways that they conduct themselves. Your position there as VPE is to want to make sure that those professionals come back and they leave with a good, good taste of SHPE-UH, right? How would you handle that?
Of course. So I think one of my biggest things would be to not make a big deal. So the action that I would take is I would go forward and start chatting with the members, right? But changing the topic slowly, right? I think that what that would do is that would change the energy and the vibe, and I would start to maybe have a little bit more of a conversation about different companies. Do they have internships? What was the last event they attended, and just change the conversation and guide it towards something that I know if the recruiters or the representatives overheard, that it could be something that just interests them. And again, that will show the representatives that, one, I'm taking responsibility in my position, but also having a positive impact on the members, which is something that will translate to all the other members, which is at the end of the day what we really want to reflect. I'm hoping that that'll make a positive impression on the recruiters and kind of change their views and hopefully do come back.
Hello, Rolando. Nice to see you, and nice speech. As Vice President External, you're going to be the main person between SHPE and X company. So it's your responsibility to give them all the goodies and all the treats of what they can get from partnering with SHPE and coming to our events. What is your plan to, throughout the years, we have done a pretty good job at diversifying what companies come to our events, general meetings, or special events just for them to talk about their company. Do you have a plan to continue that, or what new companies are you interested in bringing in?
Of course. So again, one of the things I also want to do is diversify, but I think the way in which I have to do that is by expanding resources. And just like they say with scholarships or with internships, you can apply to 10, you can apply to 15, but in reality, you might only get 1 or 2, right? So I think the goal for me would be to talk to as many companies as I possibly could. But again, one of my goals is to let people vote, or not on a specific company, but rather an industry. It'll be really difficult to kind of get a specific company, but if I get an industry, then I can kind of tailor that, right? I can start going to different departments and talking to different organizations, saying, hey, what companies are you guys bringing? Or are there any events in which there will be representatives that I can attend, go out of my way, and network with them, and kind of reel them into SHPE and let them know that, hey, look, I know that you're focused in this industry, right? But SHPE has a variety of engineers who are willing to come to the meetings, to come and listen to the information that you have to present. So again, communication is very important, and again, this is something that I benefit from, that SHPE benefits from, not necessarily the company. So I have to be a little more proactive, go out of my way, and be, I guess, to an extent, a little nosy to make sure that I'm talking to them and communicating, let them know that we're highly interested in the company. So that's something that I'm really focused on doing, and it goes the same for national convention. I will have to prioritize my internships, but also SHPE, right? And kind of taking 2 different routes, going to multiple events, and not only selling SHPE as the organization that they want to come in, and again, like I mentioned before, not really make kind of like a business relationship, but rather one where they can build their talents and grow and expand their network.
Thank you.